Hello everyone, I'm Mike Like, and welcome to Miscellaneous Mondays. I have something a little different for you today with a game by the name of Don't Take It Personally Babe, It Just Ain't Your Story. This is a game from 2011 by Christine Love and ren'py that is freely available. I'll put a link to it down in the description of this video. What brought me to this game was playing a demo of Analog, a hate story, which is quite a lengthy visual novel, over 40,000 words of text, that I found on Steam, and I quickly bought the full version for. I ended up playing it to completion in one sitting, and that thing has multiple endings. It was an interesting and horrific story with quirky protagonists. So following that, I wanted to see what else Love had worked on, and I came upon this game. This is a visual novel, if you haven't gathered, where you play as a school teacher, and it's all about eavesdropping and privacy, though not quite how you would think. And before you even think it, this isn't a dating simulator, and it isn't Corpse Party. You won't be chopping anyone's fingers off, and no one gets violently murdered. I think this game has quite an interesting little tale to tell, so please join me while we play through some of it. There are of course some mistakes that you can see coming from miles ahead, mistakes that you should have known better than to make. There are mistakes where you realize as you go along that things are just getting worse. I made a lot of those mistakes in life. But then there are also mistakes that you could never see coming. You just had to leap in head first, and all you can do is hope. It's not one of those. And hope is not one of those. Hope that your decision doesn't turn out to be a mistake. It's on that high note that I start my first day of school. Chapter 1, The Trouble with Trials. Yes, I'm nervous. I don't think there's much shame in that. The classroom is full by the time I arrive. I stare at the sea of unfamiliar faces. It's weird that I guess they usually do that in visual novels, but they don't have any students in here, but they said it's full. I stare at the sea of unfamiliar faces, their eyes piercing as they stare back, and I look at all those uniforms. It's outright intimidating. Now isn't the time to be scared of 11th graders, though. I take a deep breath and introduce myself to my new class. John, and he kind of reminds me of an anime character. I'm not sure who. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mr. Rook, and starting today, I'll be taking over as your homeroom teacher. A month into the year, apparently their proper teacher became seriously sick and is on an extended leave. I'm really looking forward to spending a year with you guys. First, I'm going to take attendance, so I have some idea who you all are. After that, I'll tell you a bit about myself, then we can get started. Helpfully enough, the class list is available on my computer. And the glowing mail icon tells me that I've unread messages, which I can read anytime and probably should soon. Well, here goes. Oh, I should read those just like you said. So one hurdle, well, I'll read these first, and you'll see what I mean. Administrator, congratulations, you got your brand new rebranded AMI X tablet computer up and running. We don't need to read this. This is just basically instructions on how to use this thing. Let's read the other one. Mr. Rook, so this is from Principal Grissom. If you're reading this, you obviously have your computer set up. You should note that in addition to your own personal things, as part of an ongoing trial with giving students their own computers, you'll be able to access all your students' social networking messages sent across our Me Connect system, both public and private. Most teachers have found this to be an extremely effective way of monitoring online bullying pragmatically. It's impossible to stop students from chatting in class, but you can at least be on top of it. There would be serious repercussions if the students ever found out, though, so please be discreet. We just welcome you again to Lake City Academy. You seem like an excellent teacher. I'm sure will make a fine member of our team. Good luck. Sincerely, Principal Grissom. Alrighty, so as you see, this is where the uncomfortable part comes in. They give the students computers, and I have access to what they're saying on them. So their instant messaging, I guess you could say, or their SMS. And that's kind of the first hurdle I think I need to get over or you guys need to get over in suspension of disbelief. You see here, when you go into their profiles, they're quite detailed profiles. You see she's interested in men, religious views, political views, relationship status even. So these students are really using these things. So what did they have to say? Oh my God, this is our new homeroom teacher. So hot. Wow, I don't know teachers could look like that. He'll do. Yep. So uncomfortable to say the least. But the point I was going to make is this. She was born in 2010. So this takes place in 2016 because she's in grade 11. She's about 16 years old. Yet they're giving students computers when they would all have smartphones. And look at this classroom. All the classrooms around here, at least, I'm trying not to click so we don't move forward in the dialogue, have media boards. They don't have TVs over here, so that you can project things, movies, whatnot, in pretty high detail onto the board and write notes on the board. And they don't even have chalkboards anymore. They have whiteboards. And they even have this thing up here, which would be used for a, what the heck is that thing called? Overhead projector. But some of the classrooms I know about have one of those projectors that just do it digitally. You write on it, and then it comes up on a screen. So no overhead projectors. I guess if you use old stuff, you use overhead projectors. So this game was made, as I said, in 2011. So it's supposed to be kind of a glimpse into the future. But it's almost kind of a glimpse into the past because things have changed so much in just a few years. So 2011 to 2015. So you kind of have to use your suspension of disbelief. I kind of imagine their computers as just smartphones that I have access to, which is creepy. So no, so that creepiness isn't dialed back any, I suppose. So let's continue onward. I just thought I'd say that because the game is so different now as compared to back when I first played it. So back when I first played it, not very many people had smartphones. I guess that could be something to do with the area I was in. But I thought that was a little strange going back to this game. Okay, let's continue on. John. Sorry in advance if I pronounce any of these wrong. Ariana Bell Asai. Ariana here. Alright. That's a cute name. Kendall Flowers. Sup, sir? Good. Taylor Gibson. I'm here. So you are next. Sorry, Charlotte Grewal. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Present. Just checking. How about Isabella Hart? Nobody says anything, or at least not that I can hear. But a girl near the back of the class waves. Okay, Isabella is at the back. Nolan Strukis? No answer. Nolan? Is Nolan here? Someone taps on the shoulder of one of the boys strongly. Nolan say something. It's attendance. Oh, Nolan say something. It's attendance. Oh, here. All right, and Akira Yamazaki, and you can see the messages are popping up already. Here. Oh, wow, nice colors there. I realize the school's uniform policy is really more like a suggestion, so this is supposed to be a private school. But, wow. All right, great. So this is going back and forth between his thoughts and stuff he's saying. I go through the entire class list, and it looks like everyone is here, after all. Now, I just have to start remembering the faces. Come on, man, you have 7 students. Introduction is order, though. This will be interesting. I'm the world's biggest fuck-up. I managed to screw up a whole 2 marriages and became a teacher because of a bizarre midlife crisis. I'm looking forward to working with you all. It's probably not what I should say. This will actually be my first time my first full-time teaching job. I studied English literature in university, but I spent the last 15 years working in computers, which I hope should serve as a warning to anyone who plans to go into computers. It is bleak, boring work, but here I am now. I'm not a hard ass. I never liked teachers who were when I was your age. If for any reason whatsoever you're having trouble, whereas academically with your fellow students, or really anything, talk to me. I'm flexible, and that's what I'm here for. I'm in my office most days after school, so just ask no matter what it's about, even if it seems trivial. Well, my public school didn't have offices, or personal offices. It's easy to see this is a private school. Maybe other schools were different. So these are starting to pile up. We'll read those in a second. Yeah, I'm not going to be any of the assholes that I have for teachers in high school, that's for sure. Regardless, I'm looking forward to working with you all. Okay, let's read. There's more. Man, Taylor. Man, listen to that. He's totally the Smex. Okay. Oh, God. Well, it is supposed to be 16-year-olds. What's the last one? He seems like he'll be nice. Aww. Regardless, I'm looking forward to working with you all. I look over the class and I can tell that they look vaguely impressed. I didn't expect anything more. But now it's time to get started on the boring things, like going over the syllabus. The next day. Okay, as I explained yesterday, today we're going to be starting our unit on Pulp Fiction. Ooh, hopefully it's the movie. With the novel Chainmail. Aw. Can I see a show of hands for everyone who actually did the homework last night? Every hand in the room goes up. I would hope so. It was only 40 very short pages. Alright, so what are your initial impressions of the premise? Obviously, this is a novel that is fundamentally about an early area of internet culture. Do you think it seems relatable? Unrelatable? Sounds all around. Just your general thoughts? There's no right or wrong answer here. But before I continue, I really should check those messages. The indicator's blinking 1. So exactly is up with the lesbians this week. All I see is a bunch of status updates and a whole lot of drama. What's different now? Huh? What's going on here? Wow, she sounds like a bitch. But before I continue, oh, I read that. There we go. I should be caught up enough now. That's really weird. Transition. Anyone? After a bit of hesitation, the hand of the girl with pigtails and glasses goes up. It takes me a moment to remember her name. Charlotte. Oh, come on, man. It can't be that hard. You have 7 freaking students. Who should I call on to answer? Let's call on Charlotte. She has her hand up after all. As much as I am tempted to pick on Taylor for not paying attention in class, I decided the better of it. I'd be a jerk if I did. Yes, Charlotte? Well, it seems like it's all really disconnected, isn't it? Everything's all about emails and one private website. That's very surprising. What about that struck you as surprising? Specifically, how the girl wasn't able to reach out to anyone because she didn't know anyone's email address. It feels really disconnected, lonely. It wouldn't make much sense to have a story like that now. You could have just posted on our classmates' walls. Interesting. So would you say it's inherently more lonely because of this technology? I don't know. Maybe. We're getting into some pretty high level stuff already. That's okay. You can sit down now. That's a good segue, though. You touched on some important themes. I move on and carry on with the lecture as intended. A couple of people seem engaged, at least. The reluctant leaves me feeling worried, though. Is it going to be really that hard to engage them? I thought my choice in reading material would help, at least. I'm deeply worried that I'm not cut out for this. Lunch hour. Class files out impatiently the instant the lunch bell rings. I lean over to get my packed lunch. Let's read these two. When I sit back up, I see a bunch of Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. When I sit back up, I see a set of students waiting. Not everyone is in a rush, it looks. Hey, Liz, can I ask you a sort of weird question? So these are things they're posting on each other's walls, basically. There's weird. Taylor, don't be a bitch. Yeah, you tell her, Akira. But what kind of... I guess they are kind of catty 16-year-olds, so can someone explain to me what exactly is up with lesbians? Yep, Taylor, stop being a bitch. Let's continue with this. Excuse me, Mr. Rook. How can I help you? Do you mind if we eat our lunches in here? Is what we used to do with our old homeroom teacher. Not in the cafeteria? Whoa, yeah, right. Sorry, sir, but have you seen the cafeteria? It's a miserable hole, hideous. So noisy you can't even hear yourself think. It's really bad. Yeah. It's just incredibly unpleasant. If it's a problem, we'll understand, but... No, not at all. Of course you can. I just never thought of it. Thank you. Thanks. Not at all. Just don't make a mess and it won't bother me one bit. Go back to my lunch. I go back to my lunch and all three of them take seats near each other. I conceivably try to avoid listening in on their conversations, but it'd be a challenge. So level with me, Charlotte. Don't. No, for reals, I'm serious. Oh my god, don't bring it up. Come on, Kendall is my bro. I would like to know what's going on with her. I'm sure she doesn't. It's fine, Bella. Why has everyone assumed that just because we fought, it means I don't ever want to speak of her ever again? She's still my friend. So we're really getting to the thick of things. So why are you avoiding her? We just need some time apart right now. That's all. There's no drama. It's over with. Well, don't tell Taylor that. Why? How is it any of her business? Well, so you really think that matters to her? It's Taylor. She's been trying to rattle the hornet's nest all on me. Okay. That was the best way to read these damn things. Damn it. Oh, this is a different conversation. Hey Liz, can I ask you a sort of weird question? Of course. Have you ever been in love? You're right, that is a weird question. But yes, I have. I don't know if I'm the best person to ask about that though. It never worked out for me. Didn't I tell you about that? No, that's these two here. You see in the background. So yeah, Taylor, don't be a bitch. Easy, bro. It's cool. You don't gotta be a white knight on my part, Taylor. It's pretty simple. We broke up. End of story. So we gotta keep up with these, but you can kind of let them build up a little bit. If you just let them keep building up, you won't understand the story though. Well, let me tell you, from first-hand knowledge, I don't think it's going to work, which is good because Kendall, when she's upset, is not a fate I wish on even Taylor. Ha ha ha, lol, fair enough. Doesn't? Ah ha ha, lol. It's weird. It's weird to say lol out loud, but maybe in the future they will. Well, actually, I did know someone who did say lol in conversation. I mostly try to avoid looking up at any of the three students. I feel like an awkward interloper. I've forgotten how ridiculous high school drama could be. Will they be like this for the whole year? Yeah, they will. Probably now that I think of it, it's just been a long time and it seems so reasonable when I was their age. I probably had to keep my eye on Taylor. And also on whatever's going on between these two girls. So that's where it gets into the uncomfortable part, right? Do you really need to keep tabs on these two girls with me? But we will anyway. Also, oh, I read that. Mr. Rook? Oh, yes? How are you finding it so far, our school? I mean, not too disappointing, I hope. It's going to take some time to get used to be truthful. Have you been here since grade 9? Yes, I have, but I understand. The two of us make small talk for a bit about first days of school and such. The other two don't seem to say anything, whether it's shyness or because they're too busy sending messages to other students. I can't tell. It might be both. Wow, 9! Okay, we gotta read these. I just saw your message response to Taylor. Nice. You're pretty much uncontrollable. Untrollable. I don't know why she thought you would be a good target. Okay, we missed something here. I wish this will be easier to navigate. So let's read these. Now I'm confused. Bear with me for a second. Let's go to Taylor's. What? How do I see the full conversation? It's annoying. Okay, this is one conversation. Okay. Sorry, no, you told me about that. What happened? Did he turn you down? No, not exactly. It's a long story, really. I had no idea. Do you want to talk about it? If not, I understand, of course. So they're starting to get into it. And now, oh, okay, this is it. So we have her, and I'm sorry, I just assumed something was wrong, given that I've been hearing, are you two alright? Well, yes. What's that supposed to mean? It's just that I heard you guys were seriously fighting. That's a big thing. Cool story, sis. Pro tip, we're not. The hen. That's all I had to say. Yep. So she's trying to be a troll, just like Akira said back there. So that's one criticism I have of the game. I find it kind of difficult to figure out how to get into the conversation sometimes. So you click on here and sometimes the conversation comes up. Oh. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Oh. So it says here that she has posted on that wall. So Taylor Gibson. Yeah. That's what I was missing. Okay. Never mind. So you can just click on their names and then you just click 2 additional messages. I couldn't figure out why the other ones weren't showing up rather. The other two, okay, I already read that. Eventually they all leave at the end of the lunch break for their own classes. I don't know what to make of any of what they were talking about at all. Yep. So you're meant to be lost. It's my second day on the job and I don't know what to think of all this. I turn to what I can do, which is reviewing my lecture notes for tomorrow. It's probably my own fault for not being engaging enough. I'll have to try to do better. That's all I can do. Next morning. Ooh, there's 7. Having nothing better to do, I stick around in the classroom even before the school day has technically begun. I'm reminded why I was in high school. I was usually the first one in the room then too. I guess not much has changed since then. It doesn't take long before the first student comes in. I'm not surprised when I see who it is. Charlotte. Good morning, Mr. Rook. Of course it would be her, wouldn't it? Hi, Charlotte. I guess the thing to do would be to make small talk. Let's read these since there's 8 of them. So let's respond to this one. I wasn't the target, it was Charlotte, and it's probably going to work. You probably say something cool, but it'll crush your insides. What a bitch. It's not really just as simple as saying, lol, you mad? And then letting her go fuck off is going to hurt Charlotte. Trying to shut her down is basically all I can do. Raging pretty hard, but what else can I do? Sad face. Aw. Damn it. Oh, let's check, let's do what we did. That one was Taylor. Did it say anything else? No. Good damn it. Let's go through this one. Okay. I'd be happy to talk about it, but it's a long story. I'm not very interested in one, but a long one. If you really care, we can talk about it some other time if you want, but now is not the best time. What's up with you, though? I'm sure you have a reason for asking. Come on, I know you. What do you want advice about? You know me too well. Well, it's kind of embarrassing, actually. I just had the biggest crush on this guy, like, for serious. I need to just follow my heart and make a move, even though I barely know him. Does that sound crazy to you? Oh my God, you don't mean who I think you mean, do you? Don't laugh. But yes, I'm pretty sure I do. Well, sorry, it's just kind of funny, but don't worry about it. I think you're absolutely right, and there's no question the dude is hot and seems smart. If you're into him, I think you totally should. What's the worst that could happen? You could get shot down? Come on. You're a cute girl. He's an older man. What do you think he's going to say? Oh God, I know where this is going. Well, I do know where this is going because I played the game before, but I think you guys know where this is going too. You're probably right. Okay, I'm going to do this then. I'm going to dress up super nice. I'm going to make an excuse about talking about the book, and then I'm just going to confess how I really feel. Thanks, Iz. I really need your vote of confidence here. Wasn't there some more I didn't read? God, for sure there was. Was there more that he said? No. 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 Was there any more here? Nope. What about hers? Taylor's wall, Taylor's wall. Nope. Okay, yeah. Oh, of course, that's your kind of man, Taylor. I think that's everyone kind of man. Listen to that. Oh, I read that too. Okay. No new mail for me. Let's continue on then. I guess the thing to do would be to make small talk. Lovely weather today, isn't it? For now, I guess. It's supposed to rain later, though. Didn't you know? Oh. Shoot. No, I didn't realize. Should have checked the weather report. Yeah. Well, how do you get here? I walk. Well, maybe it'll stop by the time I have to leave. Better hope so. While I'm mentally kicking myself for not checking before I left, another girl walks in. Hi. Sup? She barely even looks up and definitely isn't expecting an answer. She just disappears to her desk. Now you're making eye contact with Charlotte and stares at her computer. So I just imagine every time they say computer, they mean smartphone. I keep chatting with Charlotte, and eventually the rest of the class starts to file in. Later. Another thing that is used to great effect in this story, within a story, you might even argue that it's metafictional. That's it. That it's a story about stories. What do you think? Do the details of the story being told by the four girls matter, or is just there as filler detail? I look around, and raising her hand is Ariana. Oh, I think I know why. My mind instantly goes to the wrong place. I'm not comfortable with this crush of hers at all. Not that I can acknowledge it in any way. What can I say anyway? Go ahead, Ariana. Oh, look, she's all dressed up. I think the details are extremely important. They reflect on the story as a whole, so you could learn what's really going on from them. Good, that's valid. And also, they're important because they're written by the characters. You can learn a lot about someone from how they write. So, it's getting meta-fictional, as you could tell. So they're trying to tell you how to play the game, basically, now. This is also very good. Do you have any examples? And she just goes on, completely dominating the class discussion. But it's clear that she's engaged in the material at least, so I can hardly shut her down. I'm glad she's taking it seriously, at least. Eventually, the lunch bell rings, and the class starts to file out, in a hurry as ever. Staying behind is the same group as yesterday. No, not quite the same group as yesterday. Excuse me, Mr. Rook? Yes? I had to go buy lunch now, but you know how you said you're always available to talk, right? Oh shit. Yeah, what's up? Could I stop by after class to talk about the book we're doing? There's some things I still don't think I get, so I like to get over them more. Go over them more. Yeah, I highly doubt that's really why. But I can't exactly say no, can I? I did promise. Sure, of course you can. Come by at round 4. We'll talk about what's giving you trouble. Thanks, Mr. Rook. I'm looking forward to it. Meanwhile, the other 3 are chatting away just like before. I'm just left on my own to worry about how I'm going to deal with Ariana. Maybe it'll just go away. She'll get over it. Yeah, of course. That's it. Schoolgirl crushes are always fleeting. Charlotte, so how are things going with you two? Good? Oh, well, 3:55 p.m. So remember how I said when we were starting the game, now this wasn't a schoolgirl simulator, dating simulator? It's really not. This is just one of the things that happens in the game. That's it for today. Will as far as classes go anyway. Sure enough, Charlotte was right. By the end of the day, it started to rain. Ariana is probably already on her way to my office. But before I go, I should take a break to see if there are any new 12 channel posts. Well, I wonder what that's a reference to. Really, I should at least take a quick glance. Let's look at these first. You look great. I love that dress. The blue is perfect for you. Knock 'em dead. Okay. What's the other one? Damn it. Isn't very smart. He didn't even check the weather report before leaving for school. Oh, Mr. Rook might be cute, but he's not very smart. He's going to get soaked walking home without an umbrella. Yep. And another thing I gotta check is 12 channel. How the heck do I get to that? Here. That's weird. Why would they have that here? Let's check it out. Has anyone tried playing Magical Love Adventure 2? Pretty awesome visual novel, bros. OP is new porn game. It's not porn. It's highly sophisticated. It's all about character development and heartfelt emotions. Low porn. So what kind of character is it about? The most interesting is Himi-chan, your younger classmate who is a childhood friend who starts to realize she's in front with you as she starts adolescence. It's a heartwarming character arc. Low porn. It's not about the sex, it's about a young girl growing to understand her feelings. So there is sex then. Well, yes, but it's an important part of her character arc. Low porn. You don't understand what it's really about. It's just give it a try, bro. You see what I mean. Just played it. Oh shit. Actually, OP was right. It's pretty awesome. Amy-chan is my waifu. Great story. I told you it wasn't just porn, Meg. So what do you like about it? I like the part where you fuck a 15-year-old. Oh, wow. Come on. I did. Low. Okay, yeah, so did I. Low. Oh, boy. Well. Yep. So, yep. So that's 12 channel poking fun at us playing this game and getting meta. So I guess me talking about it is meta. That we read it, we can progress in the story. Really, I should at least take a look. Well, that's enough dawdling for me. Time to go. Oh boy. Ariana. Hi, Mr. Rook. Hi, Ariana. Wow, he has a nice office. And that doesn't look like rain at all, but I won't complain too much, I guess. I'm trying to avoid this. Hi, Ariana. Why don't you have a seat and we'll talk about what you're having trouble with? She sits down, crossing her skinny legs with exaggerated motion. It's a pretense, of course. I know it. She definitely knows it, and I feel deeply uncomfortable going along with this. We, of course, do discuss the novel, as she requested, and she does ask the right questions. But it's obvious that's not why she's here. Even if she hadn't mentioned it to Isabella, I would have noticed for sure. It's not just the way she's trying too hard to care about the book, or the length of her dress. Every time she asks a question, she leans forward, fiddling with the end of her hair with long fingers, I notice, of course. Every time she's waiting for an answer, she puts her hand on her knees, and with a smile rubs one of her bare, smooth legs against the other. I notice, of course. Okay. Get a little bit creepy there, Mr. Rook. Every time I speak, she stares just a little too deeply back with those dark, young eyes. I notice, of course. Despite it having never happened once in my life before, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind she is trying to seduce me. In her awkward, teenage way. I had to wrap this up. I have to end this now, and I definitely had to get out of here now. I move, getting ready to stand up. She just follows my lead. Okay, well, it's starting to get late. Do you have any other questions about the book? No, I think that's all for now. I definitely do have a better understanding now. Thanks so much for the help, Mr. Rook. Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad to help. I mean it. I really want you to know. I guess it could be more awkward if he had a black leather couch. I mean, I really want you to know you seem like a great teacher, and I appreciate that a lot. I really like you. Oh, damn it, here it comes. Can I get out of here before she managed to clarify that into a confession? Or just jump right out the window. Well, I'm glad, anyway. I should get going. It was good to talk to you. I get up and get all the way to the doorway. Could be that I can avoid getting awkward after all. Avoid getting awkward. It was already awkward. Likewise, I just have to say goodbye and I'm gone. Problem solved. Just have to say, Mr. Rook, aren't you going to take your umbrella, or do you not bring one? Ah, shit, she's good. She's got me. I know exactly what she's going to say if I tell the truth. God damn it, now I don't know what to say. So I don't know how to answer this. She's got me. I know exactly what she's going to say if I tell the truth. What should I do? So, tell the truth. He's going to get badgered into walking home with her. So what's the lie about it? That seems like the best way about it. Yeah, I do. Anyway, I should. Mr. Rook, why are you lying to me? I was just trying to be polite. I know you didn't. Shit. Yep, what I said and he said. Nope. If I apologize, she's going to rope me in. Continue to lie. What are you talking about? I did. Why, Mr. Rook? Come on, if you're just trying to dismiss me, don't lie about it. Yep, don't apologize. Do not apologize. Fine, no, I don't have one. I don't need one. I'll be fine. Are you sure? We could share one if... So, sharing an umbrella is a romantic gesture in Japan. So, like in Western... Like over here in the West, you write two names in a heart, or a heart with the arrow through it. Over there, you would write two names under an umbrella. And walking under an umbrella with somebody is, like I said, a romantic gesture. Are you sure? We could share one if... I don't think that would be appropriate, Ariana. It's not a big deal. I really hope this gets the point across. I don't know what else to do. I understand perfectly, Ariana, and I don't think it would be appropriate. I'm your teacher, and you're not even half my age. I'm sorry, Ariana, but do I make myself perfectly clear? She starts to cry. I was really hoping it wouldn't come to that. Fine. I'm sorry, it's just... Forget it. Forget I said anything. She storms off before I can say anything more. That could have gone better. All I can think is, I sure fucked that one up, didn't I? Yeah, I was uncomfortable. I can't think of any better way to handle it. But now she's going home in tears, and I'm going home in a miserable storm. Not that I envy her, but it sucks all around. What an awful situation. When I get home, I immediately undress, toweling myself off, and all I can think about is her. God damn it. What's she doing right now? She's probably at home in her own room and probably still crying. I can practically see her right now, sitting on the edge of her bed in tears, maybe shouting through the door at her parents, telling them that she doesn't want to talk about it. Poor kid. Well, you could have lost your job, so... means you get over it. Schoolgirl crushes are always fleeting, of course. It'll be on his first day, too. Lost your job, first day, walking home with a schoolgirl. God damn it, Rook, you're an idiot. But still, poor kid. The next day. It's absolutely beautiful out. I checked the weather report before heading out this morning. All the same. Well, he learned from his lesson. That's the important thing. This time it's not Charlotte who was the first to come in. It's her, I grimace, praying she doesn't make things more awkward than they already are. Excuse me, Mr. Rook? I sigh. Yes. I just want to say, I'm sorry. I was out of line before. I really should have kept it together. That was really immature of me. Oh, good. Can you forgive me? I sigh again. Of course I can. I just want to forget the whole affair ever happened to begin with. Of course. Let's just pretend it never happened, okay? Start with a fresh slate. All right. Thanks. After that, she goes to take her seat. And it doesn't take long for Charlotte to arrive. Hi. So let's read these messages. Shut down. So how'd it go? Come on. You had to let me know. Shot down. Didn't really go over well. I guess I'm not very good with men. God, I hate myself. I've never been so humiliated in my life. I knew there was a chance I could go wrong, but I didn't know it would hurt so much. I kind of cried myself to sleep. I think I was just too direct with him. I guess I need to work on my subtlety. God damn it. I was trying to play impossible to get, not hard to get. Ah, shoot. I missed the other one. Can someone remind me why we're reading this piece of shit for English class? It's awful. Wow, you're actually bothering? Well, why? I don't know. Sad face. What a bunch of jerks. And wow. You see him in class yesterday, or the day before that, whenever we saw this guy. He looks nothing like that. He looks like a I don't know, a villain or something. From the anime. I think I'm going to call it there. So tell me what you think of the game. Or feel free to go out and get it since it's free to play. Or it's a free game is what I'm trying to say. I'll put the link in the description. And come back here and tell me what you think of it. I really enjoyed it. I played through in one sitting, as I've said. And I just really enjoy games that you have to think a little bit about, that may to at least manufacture situations that make me feel uncomfortable. I think about The Witcher and some of the hard decisions that you make there, or other games that make you make hard decisions that aren't just black and white, like, BioShock. Harvest this little girl or don't harvest this little girl. So, anyway, tell me what you think. Thoughts, questions, queries, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me and Miscellaneous Mondays, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.